Hey team, really quickly, I want to take a few minutes to differentiate a few things for you and maybe clear up any confusion that you might have, especially if you are new. When you join a Koshex and you're learning how to trade with us, there are a couple of different moving pieces to the puzzle, if you will. And it's easy when you're a beginner and when you're new to get all of these different moving pieces confused. So I want to share my screen with you right quick and show you what each of the different pieces are and explain the differences between them. Okay. So first moving piece we have is Akashex. This is your academy. There's an app for this and also a website. I'm on the desktop website right now. And so akashex.com is where you will access your academy and all of the things to learn, as well as the trade signals. So this is where you're going to get your tap to trades, your pulse signals, which are the manual trades that you can copy and paste. This is where you're going to access the live sessions that all of our educators do, as well as watch the recordings of the live sessions, which you'll find if you click this recorded tab here. And this is also where you're going to find the main meat and potatoes of the academy, which is the academy itself. And so you'll see all of the courses here, the educator series, which is super important, and you can work your way through all of this educational content here. Beginner, advanced, expert, educator series as well, which I highly recommend everyone watches. And you can sort this by language if you want. And then you can click on any of the educators that do English sessions and learn from them. These are great resources, great tools, great education. These guys are the pros. This is who we're learning from. And so it's very important that you take the time to come in here and learn from them. Okay. Now, the second moving piece that you're going to hear us refer to and talk about are your brokers. There are multiple different brokers. We have brokers that you can create practice demo accounts. This would be your paper trading, if you will. This is where you're practicing trading with pretend money, and it's just strictly for learning purposes. We also have live cash accounts. This is when you're putting in your own money into the market to trade with your own money. That would be done on a live account. And then we also have prop firm brokers, which is where you can take a challenge. You can buy a lump of capital from the broker, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, so on and so forth. And you pass their challenge, meaning you demonstrate to them that you can be responsible and profitable in your trading. And then they will reward you with funded capital, real capital that you can trade with. And you do a split share in profit, right? Most of the times you keep 80%, the broker keeps 20% of your profits. Sometimes you can get a 90-10 split. But a prop firm is when you are passing a challenge to potentially get funded by the prop firm so that you don't have to trade with your own money. You can make money trading with broker money. Okay. So, a couple of the most common brokers that we use, and there are many out there, is Pips Markets. Pips Markets is for both your demo practice account, that play money that you can practice trading with and learn the ropes of trading, and your live cash accounts. Okay. And so I have another video where I show you how to create a demo account if you don't already have one. And if you need a link to this broker, reach out to your sponsor. We can provide you one. And then we have TradeX Mastery is a common broker that we use, which is a prop firm broker. And this is where you would be purchasing a challenge account to trade on to become a funded trader, trading with capital that is not yours. So you can see here, I've got a couple of different accounts from them. This is money that the broker has given me to trade with. And I pass these challenges and then become funded and then can keep profits that I make in these accounts. Okay. So it's very important to differentiate. TradeX Mastery is not a Koshex. It is a separate entity. It is a prop firm broker. Pips Markets is also not part of a Koshex. It is a separate entity. It is a broker. And so you will likely be using one or both of these or any of the other brokers that are out there that you might be recommended by someone that you know. Okay. And then the third moving piece to the puzzle, and this is where we put all of it together, is TradeLocker. This is a platform that you trade on, but it is not a broker. So TradeLocker by itself, without a broker, it is useless to you. It does you no good. But once you make an account with a broker like Pips Markets, for example, and you create a demo account on Pips Markets, They will email you credentials to that demo account. And then you will then take those credentials and log into TradeLocker with those credentials. And that will then give you the account balance that you created when you made your demo account. So you can see here, I'm logged into my $50,000 demo account through Pips Markets. And now when I take a trade on TradeLocker, I am trading in my demo practice account through Pips Markets, right? And so what you want to make sure you understand is which account you're logged into, because you can only be logged in for one broker, right? And so you want to make sure that when you're taking trades, you're trading in the right account. So it's very important that you are able to tell. One of the best ways you can tell is you're going to go down here and click on this dollar sign, and it will show you all of the accounts that you have through this broker. So I have two demo practice accounts through Pips Markets, and it will show you the ID number of each account. So you see here I have two different ID numbers. So right now I'm on this ID number. This is the one that is selected. This is the one that I'm currently trading in. And if I couldn't remember whether this was my demo practice account or my challenge account, or I don't remember what broker this is, what I can do is I can cross-reference my broker, right? So this one ends in 3981. So I can go here to my Pips Markets and I can see 3981 is right here under my demo accounts. So now I know that the account that I'm logged into TradeLocker with is my demo practice account through Pips Markets broker. Okay. And that is how I know which one I am trading in. Now, additionally, you might be connected to our tap to trade system, and maybe you don't remember which account you connected because you can only connect one at a time. They're going to tell which account is connected with Akashex, in essence, which account your tap to trade is going to be approved in. You're going to look up here, right? So at the very top of your Akashex, it's going to show you, it says TL, which is TradeLocker, and then it shows you the account number. So this one ends in 3981. So if I go over here, you see 3981. So now I know that this demo practice account, specifically the one ending in 3981 with a balance of $50,000, is the one that is connected to Akashex. So when I approve a tap to trade, that trade will be duplicated inside that specific account, right? And I can go back into TradeLocker. I have two accounts with TradeLocker, right? And so if I approve a tap to trade, it's not going to be taken in this one. It's going to be taken in this one because it has that ID number, the 3981 ID number. Okay. So now I know that this specific account that I'm already logged in on is the one that any tap to trades I approve will show up in this account, right? And if I want to access any of my other accounts, if they're on a different broker, I would log out of TradeLocker and I would log back in using the credentials that the other broker provided for me. If you have multiple accounts with the same broker, then all of your accounts will show up when you log into TradeLocker using that broker's credentials, okay? So I have, 3 TradeX Mastery accounts. So if I were to log in to TradeLocker using the credentials that TradeX Mastery provided for me, I would be able to click on this dollar sign and see all three of those accounts, and I can switch in and out in between them. Okay. And that is how that works. So you have three moving pieces. You have your academy, which is akashex.com or the app. You have your broker, which there are several out there. Some of the common ones that we use are Pips Markets or TradeX Mastery, but you might have a different one. And then you have TradeLocker, which is the platform that you're actually going to trade in using the credentials provided to you by your broker of choice. Okay. And so we put all three of those together, and that is how you're going to be trading and learning with us here in Akashex.